So today we're going to be checking in with the root chakra. So the root chakra is found in the tailbone, the lower part of the spine and the pelvis. And when we activate this chakra, we become more secure. When it's in balance, we might feel a sense of insecurity and anxiety. So when we root down and we earth down, we can find balance and security within ourselves. So that's what we're going to be working with. We're going to start seated. Simply going to start by closing the eyes down. You can bring your hands to your lap or onto your knees. Just closing the eyes down. And we're just going to feel the sitting bones against the earth. Really feeling the weight of your pelvis pressing into the earth and the earth pressing back. I'm going to take a few breaths here. Making sure your spine is stacked tall. Your crown reaching up. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And with each exhale, see if you can just let something go, whether that's emotionally or physically, just making sure you're coming to here and now and being centered. Dropping the shoulders down. We're going to bring the hands together and create a little bit of heat here. And then place these over the eyes. If your eyes aren't open already, just blinking them open, allowing the light in. Feeling the warmth against your face. And then just washing that over your head. Bring a little bit of heat. And then placing those on the lower part of your back into that tailbone. Just bringing a little bit of love, a little bit of attention towards that root chakra. And letting that go. So we're just going to start by dropping the chin to chest. And as we inhale, just lifting the chest open, lifting the chin. Careful not to crunch in that spine. And then we're going to drop the chin. And lift the chin. Keeping heavy in that pelvis. Keeping the knees heavy. Drop the chin. Lift the chin. Sinking up with your breath. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. So as you drop the chin, also roll the shoulders round. And then roll the shoulders open. Open up your heart space. Exhale. Inhale to open it up. So we're coming into a seated cat-cow now. So really rolling and articulating the spine. Bring the whole body involved here. Exhale as you round. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. A couple more times here. Just rocking on that pelvis, that tailbone. Waking it up. Feeling that pressure moving across the tailbone. Once more, really opening that heart. Holding this for a moment, we're going to bring the fingertips behind us. So they're going to face fingertips towards your bum. And just pulling the shoulders, bringing the elbows tight into that center. Just opening up the chest a little bit wider. Feeling your fingertips against the earth. And releasing that off. We're going to create a little bit of energy now. So we're going to rock on the tailbone, waking up that root chakra. Simply rocking side to side on the tailbone. So careful not to do this we're actually rocking on those sitting bones. And you'll feel a little bit of energy rising up. So as you land on your tail, energy shoots up through the body. You can bring your hands into this if it helps you with the imagery of the energy moving through the body. Smile as you do this, syncing up with that breath, energy moving over. Fingertips getting higher if you're bringing in the hands. Really sending it up. 3, 2, 1. Come into stillness, reaching those fingertips up, rooting down through those sitting bones while you reach high with the fingertips. Big breath in, reach a little bit taller. Gather that energy, bring it down. Feel that energy, placing it into the pelvis. Lovely. We're going to come onto all fours into our stable table. So being very mindful as you move here. So we're really connected with the tailbone. So everything we move is with intention from the base of the spine. The more awareness we have here, the more understanding of what is going on within our body. And just as we did in seating, we're going to continue with our cat to cow. So you want your shoulders and wrists in alignment, and then you want your knees and your hips. So you're going to drop your belly as you inhale, lifting that tailbone. Give it a little wiggle if you want, and exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting up. Careful not to crunch in the neck, and exhale, roll the spine. Couple more times here. Really send awareness into that tailbone, how it's moving, how it's rocking up and down. Feeling your hands and your knees and the backs of your feet rooting into the earth. Feeling as your belly drops towards the earth here. That stability in this position, that stable table. And we're going to come back to that long line, reaching the crown forward, reaching the tailbone back. We're going to tuck the toes and lift up into downward dog. So really think about shifting that tailbone. So we go from our table and really think about someone pulling that tail up towards the sky. That weight of the body up in the sky. Couple of breaths here, soften the knees. And then we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Take the feet as wide as the mat. There's a couple of options here. So you can either just stay in a little froggy here, just moving side to side while you work into those hips. So feel as your feet place into the mat. Feel the hands pressing into the mat. Alternatively, if this is a little tight for you, you can sit back and move the hips side to side. So you're still working, you're still rocking over that tailbone, and you're working into those hips. So either of those options work. So if you're in froggy, really pressing into the earth. And if you feel good and your heels sit nicely, we can come into Muladhara, Yogi squat, and think about squeezing the elbows into the knees to open them up. You can continue with froggy, or you can continue moving the knees side to side, working into those hips and rocking on that tailbone. If you're in Muladhara, feel the weight of your tail dropping into the floor there. So that's dropping down and then lifting the body and the chest open. couple of breaths here. And while you're here, just think about anything that may feel unstable in your life at the moment. Where do you find your roots? What makes you feel calm? What makes you feel earthed? What do you go to and what makes you feel happy and joyful? And anything that doesn't, can you change it? Can you let it go? How do you take care of yourself? How do you root yourself in your everyday? So wherever you are, on your froggy or your knees, you're going to come back up and we're going to walk the hands up and consciously reaching that tailbone all the way up. Bring the feet into alignment, downward dog. You can pedal it out a little bit here. Soften the knees. Not too worried about being super flexible here. We're really focusing on that tailbone, that pelvis, the root chakra. Pressing into the feet. Pressing into the hands. Now we're going to walk the feet up to the top of your mat or wherever you are and just hang over. So this is a restful pose, just hanging over, shaking the head, making sure there's no tension held in your neck, in your shoulders, hanging over. And creating a deeper sense of connection to the earth, we're going to lift the toes and then we're going to drop them toe by toe. I'll take my socks off for this so you can see. I get cold feet, so so we're simply going to lift the toes while we're hanging over and then just placing each toe as much as we can, gripping into the earth. Just hanging over, lift the toes and then placing them back down. A real generous bend in the knees here. Lift the toes, connecting them back with the earth. From here, remembering that connection with our pelvis, we're going to slowly reach up. So we're going to root through our feet. So that's where our earth is, that's where our grounding is. And we're going to reach through our spine, feeling that pelvis start to come into alignment with our ankles and our knees. So we come up, 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 up. Step back so you can see me. Into Tadasana. So we're rooted through our feet, our pelvis is heavy and secure, shoulders are soft, and we are in mountain pose. Bring the feet together, mountain pose Tadasana. Soft in the knees, weighted in the pelvis, strong, palms facing out, sense of security, gratitude, an openness and a willingness to change and to root, and confidence. So we're going to test our roots a little bit here. And the perfect rooting posture is tree pose, because they have roots, connects. So we're going to root through our left foot. So I imagine roots reaching down and then engaging my knee, connects all those muscles up through my body. And you can come to your tree pose, whether you have a little kickstand here on your shin or all the way up to your thigh, depending on where you are today. So find your root. With every exhale, you find your earth, you find your grounding. You can bring your hands to your waistline if you're feeling a little bit wobbly today. Or if you're feeling quite grounded, really rooted today, maybe have a little play, growing out those branches, reaching them out, feeling yourself grow. Bring in that breath. Collecting that energy at the top, bringing it down. Feeling that energy. Bringing it into the pelvis, into the root. And with control, we're going to release that leg, placing it down. Lovely. Give them a little shake. You might notice a little off balance here, so my left leg feels quite weighty now, while this one feels quite light and feathery. So we're going to go on the other side. So right leg, rooting down, lift the toes, bring them back to the earth, lift the kneecap, engaging those muscles, imagine those roots as you reach tall. Remember your exhale. So you can have a kickstand, shin, or bring it all the way up to your thigh. One side might be more wobbly than the other. Just recognize it, doesn't matter. Find where you are today. Bring your hands to your waistline. Feeling your roots, feeling that pelvis dropping down. Everything here is stable while everything here is light in the shoulders. If you're feeling strong, reach out to your branches. Growing tall. Collecting that energy at the top. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. Feeling that dropping into the earth. Bringing it to your pelvis. With one final breath, take that leg away with control, dropping it together. Opening the arms. Feel that tailbone dropping. Shoulders are light. Rooting. Lift the toes. Placing them back down. Soften the knees. Your security, your stability, your root, your earth, whichever word connects best with you, allow that to fill you up, to be here. And when we feel secure on the mat, we can take that off the mat and into the world when we're in chaos or a place of stress. What we take from yoga, how can you help yourself in your everyday? Simply breathing, sitting down and connecting. Bring your hands to prayer. I hope you've enjoyed this little chakra connection with the root, and I hope to see you for the next chakra. Namaste.